Hello children, welcome back and a happy morning to everyone. This is Priya again, your English teacher from Alpha International CBSE School, Baku. Children, today we are going to discuss the textual grammar of chapter 2, the Tsunami. So with this session, with this part, we are going to finish chapter 2. It means we are going to be ready with chapter 2 completely. Okay, so this is the last session of chapter 2, the Tsunami lesson, and the remaining thing is only the textual grammar. So now the thing is you have to be ready with your textbooks and pencils. So those who are not having textbook, you can note down the answers in your rough notes. And also if you have classworks, it will be better if you are maintaining a new classwork which you bought personally, you can write at the back of that lesson also. Roman number and the answers. If not, you can write in the rough notes and then later you can copy. So please, student, if anybody left, please come fast and buy your books. Okay. So now let us start with the textual grammar and be ready with your pencils. Open the textbook. Second lesson, book back exercises. Chapter 2, book back exercises. We are going to work out today. Okay. So the first thing is Roman number 1. Let me read. Go through part 1 carefully and make a list of as many words as you can. Find that indicate movement of different kinds. Let me read again, children. Go through part 1 carefully and make a list of as many words as you can find that indicate movement of different kinds. There is one word that occurs repeatedly. Count how many times. Put them into 3 categories. And these 3 categories are, children, fast movement, slow movement, neither slow nor fast. It means like you can draw a tabular form also. In the tabular form, you can mention the headings as fast movement is in one column and slow movement, and third one is neither slow nor fast. Now, you have to read the lesson and then find out the words which is related to fast movement. Like suddenly, if tsunami is occurring, right? Tsunami means a fast movement of waves, right? So here in this fast movement, under this you can write the tsunami. And the other thing is like the waves washed away. If people are getting washed away by the water, it means the waves are really very fast. So that also comes under the fast movement. So in the same way, find out the words which resembles slow movement, and then they here. So you have to list out all those things and underline. You have to write under those headings. Better you draw a tabular form in a rough note, and this will be your homework today activity. You have to write this, and as usual you have to post it in the WhatsApp group. So down, can you explain why there are many words in one column and not in the others? So after writing the tabular form for these things, finding the words and making a list, at the last, either one line, for one heading, there may be many words when compared to the other two. So that you have to explain, write in a small 2 or 3 lines that why there are many words in one column only and not in the other columns. Okay, you have to mention the reason also. That is the first part, and this is your activity for today's session. Okay, now let us go to the second Roman. Fill in the blanks in the sentences below. The verbs given in brackets will give you a clue. It means you have to fill in the blanks given and the below, and you have to fill these dashes with the verbs given in the brackets here. See here they have given tremble, confuse, everything they have given, right? You have to reform that word. You have to change that word. Verb forms are there, right? Verb 1, verb 2, verb 3, and then sometimes we may add ing also. So we have to reform these words and then fill in these dashes. So let us read the first one. Shall we work out? So while telling the answers, I will explain the spelling. I will dictate the spelling also so that you can write. Okay, the first one is the earth trembled, but not many people felt the dash. The earth trembled, but not many people felt the dash. Here also trembled came. So here the verb is tremble. So what we can write? Many people felt the, but not many people felt the tremble or trembled. It will come. But not many people felt the trembling. What is it? Trembling. Right now, T R E M B L. You have to cut off the E there and add ing. Ing. Trembling. So check the answer again. TREMBLING. Trembling. Coming to the second one. When the zoo was flooded, there was a lot of dash as many animals expected into the countryside. So the verb given here is confuse. So how we can transform this confuse here, children? Confuse. So when the zoo was flooded, there was a lot of confuse. Confuse will not come here. There was a lot of confusion. The word confuse changes into confusion. So let me dictate the spelling. CONFUSION. So what is the spelling here? In this dash you have to write CONFUSION. Confusion. So now coming to the next question. The third question here is, we heard with dash that the lion had been recaptured. The verb given here is relief. So we heard with relief. It means I heard with relief that the lion had been recaptured. It was escaped and it had been what? Recaptured. So relief spelling is RELIEF. Next, fourth one. The zookeeper was stuck in a tree and his dash was filmed by the TV crew. So there are no other forms for rescue, right? We have to write rescue only. The zookeeper was stuck in a tree and his thing is what? He was filmed by the TV rescue. So and his rescue was filmed by the TV crew. So let me read the sentence again. The zookeeper was stuck in a tree and his rescue was filmed by the TV crew. Let me tell the spelling now. RESCUE. Rescue. Write the in this dash. The last question. There was much dash in the village when the snake charmer came visiting. The verb given in the bracket is excite. There was much excitement in the village when the snake charmer came visiting. So excitement spelling EXCITEMENT. Excitement. Finished? Now coming to the next Roman. That is, study the sentences in the column A and B. So let us read first the sentences in the given columns A and B. First one is A. Meghna was swept away. Alma's grandfather was hit on the head. 60 visitors were washed away. Next one, no animal carcasses were found. Children, carcasses means dead bodies. Okay. No animal carcasses were found. So let us read the B questions. The waves swept Meghna away. Something hit Alma's grandfather on the head. The waves washed away 60 visitors. People did not find any animal carcasses. Children, if you see, both are same. The meaning of the both column, the phrases in both the columns are same, right? But what is the difference here? In A column, Meghna was swept away. They are telling that Meghna was swept away. But they did not tell how Meghna was swept away. It is like indirect. Here the waves swept Meghna away. It means what? They have given the reason how Meghna was swept away. Who swept Meghna away? So here this is the doer. These waves only did that. So this is the doer. Here they did not mention the doer. That is the difference between A and B. For example, see, Alma's grandfather was hit on the head. The message is Alma's grandfather was hit on the head. But how he got hit, it was not known, right? But in the B, they have given the direct doer who did that. Something. So this something is the doer here. Something hit Alma's grandfather on the head. So now we can know that how Alma's grandfather means something, a thing got hit the Alma's grandfather's head. Next, 60 visitors were washed away. How many visitors were washed away? 60 visitors. But how? Is it a flood? Is it a tsunami? Or is it a rain? We cannot guess, right? Because the doer is not here. Doer means who does the action. But the doer is not mentioned here. Here in B column, the waves washed away 60 visitors. Here they have mentioned, here the waves are the doers. So it is a doer and it is telling the who washed away the or what washed away those 60 visitors. The last one, no animal carcasses were found. They are telling that no animal dead bodies were found. But who searched and told this report? We don't know, right? But here, people did not find any animal carcass. So, people is the doer. They only searched and they only told. They only did not saying that they only like people did not find any animal carcass because they told that they cannot find any animal dead body. So, here people is a doer. So, now let us go to the next thing. Yeah. Compare the sentences in A to the ones in B. Who is the doer of the action in every case? In the doer mentioned in A or in B. Is the doer mentioned in A or in B? So they are asking us to compare A and B. Let us go back to the table again. Here, this is the same thing. They are asking us to compare what? A and B. Here, the reason, the doer, who is the reason for the action is not there. Right? We cannot find here because it is not direct. But here in B, we can see the doer. They are clearly giving importance to the doers like the wave something, the waves people. So the doer is here clearly mentioned. So that is the difference between A and B columns. Okay. Next. Notice the verbs in A. Was swept away, was hit, were washed away, were found. There are in the passive form, the sentence are in the passive voice. In these sentences, the focus is not on the person who does the action. So, we are talking about the passive voice, children. If we go back to that table again, look, here the action is what? Swept, right? The verb is swept. Verb means what? Action word, right? Verb is an action word. So, this is the verb here. But is it alone here? No. Here it was accompanied with another verb was. So, see the verb form here. Verb 1, verb 2, verb 3. Swept is the third form of the verb. Swept is the third form of the verb. And the third form of the verb is accompanied by what? Was. And in the second one, hit is the verb and it was accompanied with extra what? Helping verb. Was is helping that, right? Washed. This is also a third form of verb and it is accompanied with the helping verb were. So here the action word is, the verb is found and the helping word is wherefore. So the was swept, was hit, were washed, were found. If the verb is the third form, verb is in the third form, and it is with the helping verb. Was, were, had, have. If they are you adding like these helping words with the verbs, then it is the passive voice. Okay, children. Passive voice means what? If the third form of the verb is, the verb will be in third form. In passive voice, the verb will be in third. First and should it be there? In third form, verb form 3 and V3 form, and it is added with what? It is helped with a helping verb was, were, have, had, whatever it may be. So if the third form of the verb along with the helping verb, if both are in the same place, in the same sentence, and that time that sentence is a passive voice. Understood, ma? Yes. Now let us go to the explanation part. And here, in B, the doer of the action is named. The verbs were in the active form. The sentences are in the active voice. So, we have discussed about the passive voice. Now, active voice. In B, everything is in active voice. Active voice means it's like a direct speech. So, directly they are giving the importance for that verb. Here also the verb is there. Here also the verb is there. But before that any was is there here? No. Directly the doer is giving importance here. No helping verb is there. Here also something is a verb. Something hit. Here also waves. And here who is the doer? Who is the doer? People. And then here, look here, the waves washed. Washed is the verb, but no helping verb is here. Here also in the hit, no helping word. And here find before was, where, nothing is there before the find. So in this column, before the verbs, no helping verbs like was, were and there. And the doer is given the main importance and it is mentioned in the first of the sentence, right? It is the first word, it means we are giving importance to the doer here. The doer is clearly telling who did that and how did or what did it, right? So this is the difference between the A column and B column. So A column is in passive voice, B column is in active voice. Passive voice means the verb will be in the third form, V3 form, and it will be accompanied with was, were, had, have and all. And in the B form it is in active voice and the verbs will not be accompanied with any sort of extra verbs. There will not be any extra words, and then the doer will be giving the importance and the doer will be giving directly, they will be expressing what is there and who had done that, the action. Okay children? Yes. So this is the difference between an active voice and a passive voice. Now let us see this one, the last room. Say whether the following sentences are in the active or the passive voice. Write A or P after each sentence as shown in the first sentence. Now here children, we have to work out the grammar part given here. I mean the flip. We have to write, we have to find whether the given sentence is in active voice or in passive voice. We have to identify that, and in the given dashes, if it is A, if it is in active voice, we have to write A, or if it is in passive voice, we have to write it as P. Okay. So, someone stole my bicycle. The bicycle was stolen. Who stole that? Someone. So, the doer was there. We can see the doer. So, it is an active voice. So, they have written as A. Now, it is our turn to write the answers. The tires were deflated by the traffic police. So, what is the verb here, children? Deflated. So, the deflate is the first form, deflated is the third form. And here, look carefully, here, where is there? So, the deflated is accompanied with the where. Where deflated means what? Already we can know that the tires were deflated by the traffic police. The traffic police is the doer, but it is coming in the end of the sentence. So, where deflated, when here the verb is accompanied with the helping verb. So, it comes under what? Passive voice. Write P in the second dash. Write capital smart, don't write small letters, okay? Write capital P. Third one, I found it last night in a ditch near my house. So what is the verb here? Found, right? Is there any was, were, have, had, anything is here? No, no, yes. So only the found. Who is the doer here? I is a doer. I only found it last night. So I am telling directly here. So it comes as active voice. So write A in the third line. Fourth one, it had been thrown there. It had been thrown there. So what is the verb here, children? Thrown is the verb. Thrown is the verb. Before thrown, is there anything? Before thrown, is there anything like was, were, or is it accompanied here? Yes. Had been is there in before thrown. In front of thrown, it is there. So, it is accompanied with a had been. And then, immediately or automatically, we know the answer that if it is accompanied by a helping word, the answer is what? Active or passive? Passive voice. So, write P. Now, next one. My father gave it to the mechanic. My father gave it to the mechanic. What is the verb here? Gave. So, the gave is not in third form, and before gave it is not with accompanied with any sort of helping verbs. And the doer here is what? My father. So, the doer also mentioned in the beginning of the sentence, and the verb is not accompanied. It is separately in the first verb form. So, the my father gave it to a medicine comes under active voice or passive voice? Active voice. Yes, write A for the fifth question. The last one, the mechanic repaired it for me. The mechanic repaired it for me. So, what is the verb here? Repair. Repaired. Okay. Is there any was, where, have, had, something else here? No helping word, right? There is no helping word here. So, it comes under active voice because who repaired it? The mechanic only repaired. It means the doer is the mechanic and that doer he got an importance in the beginning of the phrase, right? So, the mechanic repaired it for me comes under active voice. So, here the last one is A. So, that's all children. These are the exercises in Tsunami lesson. I think for us in the second chapter only the exercises are very less, right? So, this is the end of the session. With this, we had completed the chapter 2, the Tsunami, along with the poem geography lesson. Now, it's our turn to read, write, practice. So, three P's. You have already, you must prepare. 3 P's in the sense, first P for what? Preparation, practice, presentation. First we have to prepare everything. Then we have to practice till we are thorough with it. Later we have to give a perfect presentation. So whatever subjects or a small personal work also, these 3 should be maintained by a student or a teacher or a human. We have to follow these 3 rules, 3P rules. So, we have done, right? Now, it's your turn to what? Prepare, practice and presentation will be in the examination, right? So, these 2 you do now and the third thing we will do in the examination. And with this, we will end this session, children, and we will meet you in other session with some sort of interesting thing. Regularly, we are teaching like literature and all, right? In the next session, we will discuss something more interesting, okay, which I too like that. So that's all children for today's session. Don't forget to post your activity, that is first Roman, in the group, that too with a neat handwriting. Okay children, and thank you so much. Stay more safe at home. And this is Priya signing off from Alpha International CBSE School, Bahur. Bye children.